Once a good girl is gone, she gone forever.
On the city's North Shore, this is Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Got a good one here today as part of our John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Series between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ball was teed up, Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Samuel now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVPs. Finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
Look up game changer in today's NFL, and you see Josh Allen right at the top of the list. Really, one of the only guys in the league who can make the play with his arm or with his legs in just about any situation. The guy is a game changer.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. Catch made right side by Coleman. And this one does not go far.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They kick the running back in motion. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one's quickly to Shakir. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun. It's Allen. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Following the play, we have an injured Steeler. The training staff out there to check on him as we take a pause. They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong, Aaron Rodgers.
Well, love him or hate him, Rodgers not ready to leave the league until he's satisfied with how his final chapter reads. He didn't get the storybook ending he wanted last year. Taking another run at channeling all that doubt into success one final time.
Now we're running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
And the Steelers first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. To the air on first down. Rodgers. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Steelers have a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
First down. Here's Rodgers. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Roman Wilson reels it in. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
That's another Steelers first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Man in motion, headed right. Rodgers gonna throw on first. It's caught right side by Fryer. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's gonna be 1st and goal now.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Throwing again, Rodgers. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get a perfect stop. They've got up 6-0. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force the punt and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Do we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right. Because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league. And the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bills nothing.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Samuel now to return it. He dodged the tackle. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Well, this upcoming week, Brock, a big one for all of us here in the Madden community. It is the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Week. Chance for all of us to celebrate our namesake, the impact he's had on the sport we love across an incredible week of games. It all begins with Green Bay at Detroit on Thanksgiving Day, and it's going to continue all the way through to the bookend. Giants at Patriots, a rematch of a couple of Super Bowls on Monday night. First toe to the game for James Cook. And it's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. So this one on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. We've set it downs from 37. Now a design run. It's Allen. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now Allen going to the air. Catch is made in close. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills trim the lead to 1. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Matt Prater for the point after try. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills tie this game 7-7. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Jukes away from one. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. They get 22 out of that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
You know, one secret ingredient on these jet sweeps to take off like that, Kate, it's timing. We talk about timing and precision in the passing game, but it's the same thing on a jet sweep. You got to hand it off just at the right time to capture an edge like he just did.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
On 2nd down, Warren, who swarms in the middle, and this gets maybe a yard. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. To the air on 3rd and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. For Davius White there on the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Trying an inside give to Ward. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Steelers have a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Play action here with Rodgers. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Counterplay here, Warren. Still fighting forward. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers break the tie here in the first.
Okay, you know what a run like that does for everybody? For the play call, for the O-lineman, for the offense. It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little jump, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Bill 7.
Boswell on to send this away.
Pittsburgh.
Samuel now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And the Bills have a first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Now the shotgun give to Cook. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Allen. That's complete to Coleman out left. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flagging for it. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's 1st and 10. He'll work against the blitz. Finds him over the middle. Not a lot of space, maybe to the 33. Kyle Duggar hauling him down.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Again, throw out of the gun. Gets it quickly to Palmer. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Steelers in the dime for this 3rd down. Blitz coming here. Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. Straight ahead, here's Cook. This is close, but I don't think he got there, Brock. The stop is made in time. They're turning this over on downs. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
13 yards on the play.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our 1st quarter. The Steelers have played to an early lead. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Warren running between the tackles. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, search forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And he's going to pay off this 1st down run with a nice pickup of 9.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the Bills' 40-yard line.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. Off play action. Here's Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. 3rd and long for him here. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
From the gun, get to Gainwell. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Rodgers from the gun. Drop. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Boswell able to knock it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Ray Davis. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Well, on behalf of all of us here at EA Sports, hope that you are having an excellent Thanksgiving Day. And today, of course, also our John Madden Thanksgiving celebration across the NFL, where we recognize the impact John had on generations of football fans, from his days as a legendary coach of the Raiders, to his decades as a broadcaster, to his influence on new generations of fans as the namesake of our game. And all of us here proud to remember his impact on the sport. Cook trying this one up the gut. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Complete to 0, Keon Coleman. A gain of 10 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Third down, Steelers in the dime. 6 DBs out there. Shakir sent in motion left. Allen on 3rd and 2. Got his man. Shakir has it. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. While that play was going on, we see that one of their teammates shaken up on the play. Not quite sure what happened, but they're out there to tend to him. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. And Allen will hold on to this. Offense wins zone read, but what a read by the defense. They blow it up for a loss of 4.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Downfield, and Shakir has it. And he is down to the 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Here's a give to Cook. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Another one for Cook. And he hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up fourth down.
There on the tackle. A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. They'll go. Allen. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffle around here in the playbook. An aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Escapes a defender. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. It's Allen out of the pistol. On him quick, and they bring it down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
3rd and long, it's Allen. Big strike downfield to Coleman. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
On 1st down, Allen has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on his 2nd and inches. Here's Cook. He dodged the tackle, and they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. So that's going to be our 2-minute warning. 1:58 to go in the half. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. First down throw for Allen. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the air, Allen. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. We'll air it out on 3rd. Got a man, that's Kincaid. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. But he got it, that's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. The Steelers calling their first time out. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Looking inside the red zone. And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills making a 1-score game before halftime. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, It really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills cut it to a field goal game.
17, Bills 14.
Set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Steelers and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. First call here coming from the shotgun. Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
That's now the third sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think. How many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Rodgers will look to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. To throw is Rodgers. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35.
The Bills take over.
Bills offense takes over. Not much time remaining in the half. With the time remaining, let's see if they can get this into field goal range. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Allen looking to throw. He's got this complete to James Cook. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Now Allen. Going right back to Kincaid. Complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Now the Bills use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Again, Allen to the air. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to run for it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Buffalo.
So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the 3rd quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Now Prater on to send it away.
Set to kick off.
On the return, here's Gainwell. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Steelers and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. A run from Warren here to start the 3rd. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They'll go again with Warren. And that's up with the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long.
It's now 4th
So
down.
often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
His work begins at the 31. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bills set to take over offensively. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. He's Hans, he's got it. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. It's textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. They'll try the right side with Cook. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
1st and 10 now from the 46. This is Cook on the handoff. And he's down to almost, nope, actually going to give him the 30 here. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
It's a designated keeper for Allen. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that can tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Palmer motioning right. From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy can turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Now here he goes. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Bills grab the lead on their first series of the half. Josh Allen the touchdown. His 3rd total score this game.
Okay, you got to be aware defensively by this point that this guy is going to run if he sees daylight. I think there was an awareness factor. They just couldn't stop him. He has just been that kind of X factor with his legs.
Prater on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills take a 4-point lead.
Steelers 17.
Prater on to send it away. On the return, here's Gainwell. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Steelers and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. So first down from the 41. They'll run now with Warren. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Vaughn Jones with a tackle on that play.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Rodgers from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's good for us Steelers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
First down, here's Rodgers. Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss, we got 2nd and 11.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Throwing again, Rodgers. Taking a chance to the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. On the return, here comes Davis. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Cook, and he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32. Allen. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And they're all over that screen block. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers have the football at the 27-yard line.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Rodgers. Connects on the crosser. It almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. That's Metcalf running the slant. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
On 1st down, Ward. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
On 2nd down, Warren. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Pressure coming. Rodgers. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
A gain of 10
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Steelers first down. First and 10.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
To the air on first down, Rodgers. Cut near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 1 yard.
Just one quarter standing between these teams and Turkey in this Thanksgiving contest. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Well, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. Looking for it with Warren. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Steelers take a fourth quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Now Rodgers going to get the Steelers set to go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try it on the ground. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Samuel now to return it. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
So first and 10 now from the 30. And up for the pistol to Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
The Bills with a punt team out there. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. And the fair catch made here at the 15.
And taken.
The Steelers and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They toss to Warren, running right. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Third and long, they're going to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It can be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
The Steelers set to punt it. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. Some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Allen fires out wide, complete. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That's a pickup of 9. And the Bills have a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Allen looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Davis gets it from the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring. Guys hitting blocks downfield, back who can show off his wheels.
It's a designed run for Allen. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now Allen off the play action. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a gain of 12 on that one. Yeah, That's good for a Buffalo first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone on first. He brings it in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 4th quarter lead. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
So Allen lining the Bills up to go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's going to be taken down for the sack. They can't even get a throwaway on that 2-point drive. Well, you told me this before, Brock. That decision, all about the math right there. 2-point lead doesn't do them much good. They wanted the field goal difference, but instead, the lead stays at 1.
Yeah, it's about math and it's about time because we're in the final frame of this game. Unless we go to overtime, and I don't think you and I would mind that too much. Now it's all about getting a stop here, and their defense has no margin for error. Got to keep them out of field goal range now.
Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here's Gainwell. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Tight end going in motion here. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he set out. It's a gain of 22. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Rodgers from the gun. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call a gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
3rd and just 2 to go. He's back to throw. He's got his man. This is Austin. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. A 6-yard gain on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New set of downs from 37. Rogers gonna throw on first. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's another Steelers first down. First down and goal to go.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. Again, Rogers. This one's caught. And he has it down at the 8-yard line on the play.
That's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers trail by just 1. Another snap from the 8 here in 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Rogers. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
5th DB out there now. Big rep for this defense on 3rd and goal. Now to throw. Caught on the slant. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. Angling this one in for the right hash to challenge here. That one is good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Boswell on to send this away. Samuel now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Buffalo sending its offense to the field.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Setting up to pass. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Bills have a first down. Well, that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw, and it sets up 2nd down. Motioning him from the slot right. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. Decent game here, but short of the first. The Buffalo's going to call it second timeout.
That's a game of 8.
And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Third and just 2 to go. They send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw it. Pass is brought in by Coleman. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
A 5-yard
Give him
gain
5 on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
First down.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. We'll look to throw it. Finds him on a crossing route. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Now the Bills use their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Here he is to throw. Forced out to his right. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.